What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. We're gonna try again, man. We're gonna try again. People saying that I had a connection issue, and I felt like it was. It didn't feel. It felt weird. Things felt weird. So, yeah, we'll try again to see if things work out a little bit better this go round. You see me, Erica? That's good. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I think we should be good. Is that my homie, Young Drustico? Cadillacs and coffee in the building, man. Okay, cool. Thank y'all. We good to go. We good to go. All right. Well, since we seem to be good to go, let's uh let's get it on. Y'all click the like button. Y'all are coming in, but y'all not clicking like. Y'all not clicking the thumbs up, man. So I need y'all to even this out, man. Even this out. Let's get these thumbs up popping so we can get going, man. Anybody that's in the room now that haven't clicked thumbs up, do so for your big brother. If you would be so kind. If you would be so kind, click the like button for your big brother, man. We're going to get back into it. I'm going to backtrack into how I was starting out, before I had to restart the thing for whatever reason, connection issues or whatever. But the topic is what does normal look like to you, to me, to us? What does normal look like? Because I asked the question because we are seemingly carrying on in a normal fashion, doing all the things we traditionally have done, but it doesn't seem like we're moving with the urgency that we need to be moving with. As you think about, if you pay attention to all of the crazy things that are going on in the world right now. And the problem that I fear that we're not even aware that the world is actually spiraling into oblivion every single day. We're not really looking around. And you don't have to be an avid follower of the news. You catch stuff at a glance that just seem to be so abnormal, whether it be weather patterns, whether it be all of the war and corruption and the unhinged manner in which this nation is being run, whether it be the way the people are moving, just the people in regular society are moving and thinking and acting, and the thing that we see people do every day, we, at least I think, that we don't really see how serious and how different these times are compared to 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Now, some people might say, man, this stuff been happening. All the same, man, this been happening. And I wouldn't disagree with you if you said that. If you did say, well, yeah, this stuff been happening, I would say, yeah, you're right, it has been happening. But what also is happening is a more extreme level, a more extreme degree of the same things that we've seen happening. So there's been a ramping up of these events, of these occasions, and we still carrying on like it's all good. So I had to ask the question, like, what does normal look like? It's we're carrying on as if it's normal. What is normal in this day and age? Because when you look at how this country, America, is being run, ain't nothing normal about that. And we are seeing so many pieces being put in place. So many pieces are being moved into place today that will have such a terrible effect on America tomorrow that we got to start really opening our eyes and waking up to what we need to be doing and how we need to be moving. Y'all not hitting the like button, man. We way behind on the like. We way disproportionate on the likes, y'all. So click the thumbs up if y'all. I know some of y'all just came in, and I gotta kind of let y'all do what you do. But click the like button as you come in, man. We like proportionate likes and members in the chat. But every system that exists in this world is collapsing. It's going to hell in a handbasket, man. Whether it be education, whether it be the economy, whether it be uh, food and nutrition. I was watching, and I had seen something like this before, but I was watching the difference between ingredients in American food compared to ingredients in the same exact brands in other nations. And when you see how much extra poison is placed into um, foods in America, how many more extra ingredients are placed into food in America, it begs the question, why? What's the difference? Why do you have to, if this is Fanta soda in the UK, why is Fanta soda in America so different and so loaded up with poisonous ingredients? That's not normal. But then you can look at other ones and say, well, you know what? Well, they use more natural flavors. They use more real juice. They use more real fruit and things of that nature. Why over here does everything have to be stepped on? Everything is stepped on over here. Could it be? Could it be that there's an intentional plot to make people sick? Could that be? Could that be? I'm asking the question. Could that be the reason why? And if that is the answer, then the next question would be, why would you want to make the people sick? So this is not normal, because if we go to the root of the purpose of eating food, and the purpose of food, the intent and purpose of food should be nutrients and sustenance, to sustain life with the nutrients that's provided in food in its intended form. But food is not, for the most part, in its intended form. It's been stepped on. Even it's not even in its proper form from the farm. So the farm ain't even right in a lot of cases. So now if we go to government and look at how the government is run, like I said before I got cut off earlier, the people put their trust and faith into these so-called leaders, who they actually, in most cases, most countries, they vote for, saying this is the person that we look at, that we are trusting to lead us and have our best interests as a nation at heart and in mind. They have our best, and we believe this individual has our best interest. And then those same people get in office and they become uh, power addicts. They become power junkies. They become egomaniacs. And then they abuse the office. They abuse the position. They abuse the title a president, a prime minister, of king, of queen. They abuse that title at the expense of the people, because a lot of times their motive is not centered around the people, it's centered around themselves and their little cliques of rich people who they are all in cahoots with to keep the wealth uh, in a certain place and among a certain group. And like I said earlier, through food and other means to actually wipe out the lesser groups of people in society. So this is not normal. This ain't normal. This is not the way we live, is not really the way we should be living. So you get up, you go get a job, you work a job, cool. They lay this out as, okay, this is the American dream, or this is the dream wherever nation you are, and you get up, you go to work, you support your family, you take care of your family, you pay your bills, and blah blah blah. But weaved inside of that, you have so many different other things that are being done to even make something as simple as going to work and making a living for your family and yourself. They make that difficult. Because what would you try to do? Let me give you an example. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to buy me a home. I'm trying to get a house for my family. But the rules to getting that house, they stick you up with that. They set it up to where, the way you're paying for the house may come back to bite you at some point. You may get in over your head. You the same if you purchase a car. They'll set it up to where the way your notes are set up, it'll come back to bite you later on. And even if you eventually own the house, if you're lucky enough to not make it through the foreclosure hustles that are in place based on how the stipulations of your house payments are, if you make it through that, they can somehow still take your house if you don't pay the taxes some kind of way. And they raising the taxes up every year. So I'm saying all this to say that the people who are honestly trying to live a happy life, the pursuit of happiness, as they say, people who are in pursuit of happiness, trying to live that dream, these same people, because of the way that the system is designed, these same people are under constant stress to keep their boat afloat. To keep that boat afloat. And the sad part about it is the boat really ain't all that. The boat that we trying to keep afloat, it's not a ship. It's not a luxury cruise ship. It's like a canoe or a kayak or just some little boat patched together. So we're trying to hold on to something that really doesn't even have much value, and they are setting up circumstances to take that from you. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't get up and go to work and try to take care of your family? No, that's not what it means. But I'm trying to point out how this thing is set up for our failure. Because somebody just said, Mr. Brooks just said it. He said, we don't really own nothing. I just glanced over and saw that we don't really own nothing. See? And even when you own it, because some other circumstances will come into play that they will be able to legally take it from you, give it to somebody else, start the process over, take it from them, give it to somebody else, start the process over, and now you're in this cycle. So it's hard to live what's called a normal life or a happy life when you have all these abnormal things working against your normality. I'm trying to just live and be regular and be happy and get ahead. But this thing ain't set up for you to get ahead. See, that's another thing we got to look at. It's like I just spoke about how governments and leaders of government, their goal is for them to stay rich and for their friends to stay rich. There are probably 300 to 400 million people just in America. I'm not even talking about the whole world, but just in America, there's probably 300 and something million, probably close to 400 million. I haven't checked in a while. All of those people are not going to become rich. All of those people are not going to be comfortable. All of those people are not going to experience generational wealth. They're not going, all of those people are not going to succeed in their pursuit of happiness. It's too many people. And the system is created to prosper, for the top to prosper on the backs of the bottom. The bottom holds up the top. It's like the bottom is holding up the top. And while the bottom is trying to hold up the top, the bottom still got to work. So the bottom is like, you got to take one hand and still try to work, and then you switch and try to. And that's exactly how it's set up to be. So the normal life, I'm not saying that life should not consist of pain and stress, some tough times and hardships and things like that. But because that comes with struggle, is ordained by the Creator. We all are born to struggle. You came into the world through struggle, under a principle of struggle. Struggle of your mother, who was in labor to push you out and was hollering and in pain, and the struggle of yourself as she was pushing you out and you was not knowing what's going on and struggling to get out, and your head was uncomfortable because you had been in this place of comfort for 9 months. So struggle is a part of who we are. But life is not about a lifetime of constant struggle. That's not how it's supposed. You shouldn't be in pain and suffering all your life. That's not normal. But for some people, it has become the way. That's what it is. Hey, y'all hit the like button, man. Some of y'all just coming in. Just click that thumbs up when you first come in. Click the thumbs up when you first come in. If y'all haven't already, click the thumbs up. Click the like button for your big brother. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up action. And I will greatly appreciate it. But it goes beyond that, because I was having a conversation with somebody, and I may have mentioned it on one of these live streams, about how if you go into public now, maybe a few weeks ago we was talking on this, but it speaks to this topic. If you are in a mall, if you are in the airport waiting on your flight, if you are at the park, pretty much anywhere you go, you're going to see people, the majority of the people looking down at phones. Most people's heads are going to be down pretty much everywhere, especially like the airport or something. So I made a song called Future Shock, and it was talking about a man who was brought from 1984. He was frozen in time in 1984 and released in 2024. And when he was released, those 40 years later, he saw how different the world had become. And in the song, one of the lines was the man was asking, what are those things that everybody's just looking at all the time? They have these devices in their hand and they're just always looking down. And the man from the modern time had to tell them those are phones. Because in 1984, pretty much the only phones we knew, they had car phones and all that back in the days, but it was very rare. Pretty much the only phones we knew was landlines in somebody's house. So it was nothing common. It was very uncommon to that man to see everybody, man, woman, and child, walking around looking at these devices. So now this is what we are now, and it's not normal. We think it is. It's because of how prevalent it is. It's everywhere, and it's what we see all the time. But is it really? Is that really a good thing? Is that really a good thing? To have our head down and our awareness fully locked in and focused on a device with little to no regard of our surroundings, direct surroundings. Is that really a smart thing to do with your smartphone? And the fact that I also have another song called Digital Hypnosis, basically stating how we have been lured and mesmerized and hypnotized by the devices. But another spin on that would be the reality of digital addiction, because the hypnosis is the first part of it. The luring in of this device that can do all of these things. Like, wow, I can do everything. My whole world exists in this device. The whole world exists in this device. Not just your whole world, but the whole world. So that magnetism that draws us to the device hypnotizes us. The device hypnotizes us, and we become addicts. We become addicted to the device. And the other day I said, how do I know that we're addicted to the devices? And the example I used was accidentally misplace your cell phone and you can't find it for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 120 seconds. and watch how the mind starts to freak out. Watch. That's how dope fiends act. If they had some dope and they set some dope on the dresser real quick, go use the bathroom, and I'm coming back and I'm gonna smoke this dope. And you come back and you can't find that dope, you all on your knees digging through the carpet trying to find what happened to this? Did it roll behind the dresser? What did it? That's not normal. And going back to government, we see the pattern of politicians year in and year out. Every 4 years here in America, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but every 4 years in America, these massive debates and these massive divisive circumstances present themselves in the form of candidates who are tied to political parties, and now the people split and take sides. And truthfully, regardless of what side you're on, nothing really changes for you based on where you are in society, on the scale, on the ladder. A lot of people, some people level up, but I contend a lot of those people leveled up on their own. I don't think it necessarily had anything to do with what a candidate did that came in and bumped them up or 180'd their financial situation. I feel like a lot of people that leveled up, they figured out a way to level up on their own. It wouldn't have mattered who was in office. But also, I know that it was people that was broke when Bush was in office. They was broke when Obama was in office. They was broke when Trump got in office. They was broke when Biden got in office. They still broke with Trump back in office. There were people who had money. When Clinton was in office, they were doing well. They had money. They were doing well when Bush was in office. So from across party lines, not many people's conditions change dramatically based on who the president is. Yet we had these same fights, we had these same wars every time because we are sick in the head enough to believe that this one's going to be the one. No. That one's going to be the one. Man, you crazy. This one's going to be the one. And none of them have been the one. And none of them are ever going to be the one. That's just the reality of it. So I don't want to get into what people say the definition of insanity is, because I don't necessarily look at it like that. I understand that statement where people will say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. My statement will probably be a little more offensive than that. I say that that's the definition of stupidity. So some people might not like that. But to do the same thing over and over again, that's not working. Because that's what they don't include in that phrase. If I'm doing the same thing over and over again and it's working, ain't nothing insane about that. We need a bucket every time I get a ball of Michael Jordan. He just keeps scoring. I'm gonna do the same thing over and over again, and I'm getting the same result. But if you're doing the same thing over and over again and getting a bad result, that's stupidity. But I'll still agree with insanity because you got to be something wrong with you too. You're not operating from a sane mind, but you're being very stupid. So if I was naive enough or ignorant enough to argue about the importance of a president 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and I've been able to see how it doesn't really matter. If I'm still arguing about that, it's something wrong with me. There's something abnormal in my thought process. The world is not the same. It's never been good. It's never been great. But I don't know if y'all can feel the difference or see the difference in how things are moving. Things are being put in place right now that, like I said, down the line, short term or long term, America is going to be in a very regretful state, very vulnerable state, a bad way, in a bad way. Because it got to go. America got to go out. And people who love America, people who are just raw to the bone Americans, America, this is my country, this is my country. Y'all don't like to hear that because you don't see a scenario where this country cannot be what it is. Y'all don't see that. Y'all think that God loves America. Y'all think that God loves America. But we can't say that God loves America. We can't say that God loves a nation that he's already said he's going to destroy. If I destroy something, I don't love it. No way I can destroy it. This is my favorite shirt. I'm just going to set it on fire. This is my favorite food, man. I love this food. Ooh, I got a bean pie. Brand new cooked, fresh baked bean pie. I'm just going to take it and throw it off the top of the freeway. But I love it. You're not going to destroy something that you love. Now, the people might love it because of the ways and the things that go on in it, but that don't mean God love it. Because we've been turned into the minds of our rulers. We've been made to think that everything crazy is normal. We've been tricked into the thought process. Well, you're an individual. Whatever you have in your heart to do is okay to. No, it's not. Everything ain't okay to do. Everything is not okay to do just because you don't want to do right. And that's all of us. Don't make it okay. So we've been tricked and lured into thinking that what is normal. Oh, this is how it is. It's okay. No, it ain't okay. Y'all will see all these storms hitting all up through America. Oh man, that's every year. Yeah, but seems to be ramping up. Y'all don't see all of the unrest in the world. Oh man, it's always been there. Yeah, but it seems to be ramping up. We don't pay attention because we're distracted. We're distracted. We're looking in the phone. We're looking at the game. We're looking at the porno flick. We're looking at the cars and the jewelry. Whatever it is. Alyssa says we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. All these different things, man, because we're not looking past today. If we could see tomorrow, how will we move today? Somebody can tell you about tomorrow. You can even believe it. But you can't see it. So if you're not seeing it, you kind of just, yeah, okay, well. But if you could see it, how would you move? I contend some people would see it and they would still move crazy. But let me go into y'all's comments and see what y'all got to say. Phantom Face Final says, we're sharing the world and everything in it, but you must pay for your share. Ganked, gaffled, and gamed. Triple G'd. We got Triple G'd, ganked, gaffled, and gamed. Yeah, every nation, every patch of ground on this planet, to my knowledge, there may be some, I don't know, but that don't. But for the most part, every nation has natural resources. And that's how trade and all that was set up in the first place, because you got something that we don't have that we would like to have or need. We have something you don't have that you would like to have or need. And we could set up a trade system where we'll give you some of what we have, you give us some of what you have. And that's going on all around. There's international trade going on all around. But when it gets to the point where one nation feels like they are superior over the other nation and they are entitled to the world's resources, all the resources throughout the freaking diaspora, and we're entitled to your resources just because we us. Now you start to deal dirty. Now you like a freaking dirty record label CEO. Forget your talent. I'm supposed to make all the money because I'm me. That's how America operates. America operates like, hey, we're America. So we want what you have, and we want to take it at the deal that we want to give, no negotiation. Or if there's an issue with it, then we'll just take it. Or we'll make up a lie. We'll make up some kind of lie to appear as though your country is out of pocket. Your country is a dictatorship. Your country is a threat to American freedom and democracy. We will perpetuate that lie through our media resources, trick the American people into believing it, and justify us going over there and taking y'all's resources. Nothing fair about that. Y'all click the like button, man. Is that DJI King? There will always be more fluff to the capsuled nation to soften up the hardened bed. And the bed is hard. But what's normal? We've been sleeping on the hard bed, but if the hard bed is the only bed you ever slept on, you think that it's a good bed until you lay on a really good bed. Like, ooh, wow. It's like people who are what I call functionally sick. If you're sick, if you're really sick, terminal, then you're bedridden. You're in the hospital. You in one of the 3 H's. Phantom Face just got through mentioning 3 G's. I'm gonna hit y'all with 3 H's. If you are really physically sick, you are either at home, in a hospital, or in hospice. That means you cannot function. You cannot move. You can't get up. You are bedridden. But if you're functionally sick, that means that I'm feeling a little sluggish. I don't feel too good. Yeah, sometimes my stomach is bothering me. Yeah, my head be hurting, but I can still go to work. Yeah, I'm still eating. Now I'm constipated. I ain't took a dump in 4 days, but I'm a little tired. I got gout, but you're functionally sick. It's not stopping you from doing regular stuff. So you don't really realize how messed up you are until you get a blessing at some point and something happens to where you try something alternative. You might, you know what, I'm gonna do a colon cleanse. I'm gonna flush out. So you flush out, and then you like, man, I ain't felt like this since I was 25. It's like there's a different level that you have forgotten about. You've forgotten how good it feels to feel good because the way you've been going has been enough. You've been functioning the way you are for so long, but it ain't right. That's where we are. The life we live and the way life is and the way society and the world is and the way we are and the way we think, we operate in it like it's cool because we've adjusted to the nonsense. So now it's normal. It's that Bay-Dash philosophy, nothing larger than nature. What's that says? Monstrosities, i.e. business or rulers, survives if we don't support it as fans or with money. Base Hexor, uncomfortably comfortable. Or comfortably uncomfortable, however you want to look at it. Click the like button if you haven't already. If y'all haven't already, let's get to 100 likes, man. Before the 1 hour mark, let's get to 100 likes. Can we do it? And Azazel says, I use my devices a lot, but I learn things from them a lot. That's a good thing. I know when to put them down. Most people don't. And that's the thing. Most people don't. If you have discipline, if you have self-discipline, and you have a balance, and you have a mind of how to use the device or the technology, then you've mastered or you've got a hold of an aspect of it that most people don't. So congratulations. But most people don't have that grasp. Click the like button, y'all. I'm starting from recent and going back this time. I always go the other way. Yeah. Trying to find that comment that's gonna make me say, ooh wee. National director says tax all churches. And do you think you'll be religious still? I guess I don't understand the point of the question. I'm sure you're addressing that to the group or to people who go to church or whatever, but if I'm understanding where you're coming from, I guess I can say my opinion is if a person is truly on a journey to God, I don't think it would matter because taxing the churches does not affect the congregations of the church in a sense. It affects the pastors of the church who get tax-free church money every Sunday. Now, the way that could affect the congregations if the pastor wants to compensate for what he's being taxed for now and say, hey, start pushing for more time or start saying, close the door. Close the door like old buddy did the other week. Locking the door and close the door. Don't let nobody out. Ushers, close the door. Then he might try because that's what happens in the regular world. If you live in and if you're renting a house or an apartment, you're not paying property tax because you don't own the property that you live in. You're renting it or leasing it from the property owner. So when the property taxes are raised on that property, that falls on the property owner. So sometimes to compensate, the property owner will say, oh man, they done raised the taxes on me. Now I got to raise y'all rent. So maybe that would be how certain pastors handled it if they was taxing the churches. But to the back end, when you say, do you think you'll still be religious still? That wouldn't have nothing to do if they were taxing the churches, whether somebody shouldn't. Because like, now, if it's about money, then maybe you might fall, man, it's getting too expensive to go to church. But if you're about God and you're about the people, that you don't really care about that. You don't care about money. Now, I don't want people to be stupid and naive and let some religious institution or some pastor or some religious organization or some denomination trick you and manipulate you into giving them all they hustling you. That's different. I got a song called Bad Religion. Y'all go check it out. I'll talk about that type of stuff. Dollar Bill. Ooh, man, Dollar Bill, man. Dollar Bill just sent me 2 hard beats. Oh my gosh, man. Whoo, dollar. Hey, y'all click the like button, man. We almost at 100 likes. Let's get there before the 1 hour mark. That's rare. Y'all click the like button, man. Who just sent me a super chat? Let me show some love. Let me show some love, man, to whoever just sent me that super chat. Hold on. Trying to find Codeine. What's going on? Codeine's K-Rino believes a normal life It's on around the globe. Watch out, flat earth. What's up, Codeine? Well, you see my globe right behind me. Codeine, Codeine. Codeine be so low pro, man. Y'all don't know, man. This dude here. He's produced some of your favorite K-Rino tracks over the years. You need to get back on, you need to get back in the production side, Dean. When last time you made a beat? Marcus Hamilton, check this out, man. Everybody in here, I want y'all to send some praying hands. Put some praying hands for my brother Marcus Hamilton, man. He said just lost his mother and trying to find some type of balance. Let the first thing I say to you is condolences, man, in the loss of your mother. But the second thing that I'm gonna say to you, Marcus, is that what I'm getting ready to tell you is coming from a place of just natural, just love, because I can't relate. Anybody who hasn't lost a parent, they can't truly relate when somebody says that they have lost a parent. So what I'm telling you from basic principles of life. And whichever one of y'all had a like up there and y'all took it away, I hope you grew a bald spot right in the top of your head. We're trying to get to 100, man. But Marcus, understand, brother, and I don't know how old you are. Do you mind telling me how old you are? How old are you, Marcus? If you don't mind. But in the meantime, God is the only reality. And everybody that's in our life, he has gifted those people to us. He's gifted those people to us. Those people are a gift. Even our own parents who were here before us. Your mother was here before you, and she brought you into the world, but she was still a gift to you because of whatever love that she showed you, whatever teachings that she instilled in you in the time that you've been on this planet, right? So once she gives you the gifts that are not physical gifts, we ain't talking about the toys growing up. We ain't talking about the money. We ain't talking about she helped you get your first car or none of that. We talking about the mental, the spiritual gifts, the lessons. These things outlast any of the physical stuff that she may have ever given you. So now, as you move on through life, if you got children, even if there are just other people in your life, you pass those gifts on that your mama passed on to you. You pass them on to other people. You give those gifts. That's how you keep your mother alive. That's how you keep her alive. You know how people say, yeah, man, I remember, man, mama used to always say this here. There used to be a song called Mama Used to Say. Because when they give you those things, it's eternal. It never goes away. So she lives forever. Now, you can't hug her no more. You can't hug her no more, man. But it's all right. Because if you understand and you believe in God, then you understand that everybody is on that journey just passing through. So when he decides to bring that gift, to take that gift back and bring it back to himself, you thank him for it. Thank him for your mama, man. He understands your pain and how you feel about your mom. He understands that. But thank him for your mom. And you can see her anytime you want to see her. You can hear anytime you want to hear. And I tell people all the time, Marcus, bro, you never want to lose a loved one. But one of the blessings of losing a loved one in this day and age is the technology. So like the other brother was saying, it's not what it is, it's how you use it. I would hope and pray that you got video of your mom, that you got audio of your mom, that there are ways that you can bring her to life anytime you want to. I would hope and pray you got that. And however old you are, think of the blessing, because I'm assuming you're a grown man. Thank God for all the years you had her, man. So condolences, man. No question. But the balance comes from God, man. You got to seek that balance from God, because he's the one going to strengthen you. He going to be here. He was here before you. He was here before mom, dad, grandma. He was here in the beginning. He going to be here, bro. And even though you lost your mom, I know for a fact that if you got brothers and sisters, or even if you don't, you're not the only one who's hurt by the loss of your mom. So somebody got to step up and be the strong one for everybody else, and let God be the strong one for you. I'm reading y'all comments. Will from Within said, religion is a tool. You got to do the work for yourself. Well, bad religion. I always emphasize that, because I don't really like when we kind of get into the conversation where we just throw religion as a whole into that box and say, oh, religion is bad, religion is bad. It's not that religion is bad, it's about bad religion. So the practice of a religion determines whether it's bad or not. So if somebody's practicing it in a slick, corrupt way, then yeah, it's bad. And it makes me see your point, because you look at it and say, yeah, man, that dude, yeah, he was corrupt. That preacher was dirty. Oh, he was fleecing the flock. But when somebody's striving and really trying to do it the right way, man, that's not bad religion. The religion is not bad. The principles of the religion are not bad. It's how it's practiced and the intent that goes into that practice. We got through talking about people trying to hustle for money or whatever. So the point is that you do have to do the work for yourself, but you also have to be given a layout of what the work consists of and how to do the work in a lot of cases. If we don't have no instruction sheet, we trying to put the shelf together and don't have no instructions, we don't know what goes what. Makes it a little tougher. End of Cadence says, I challenge everyone to shut off their phones for 7 days. Man, boy, people will be around here going crazy. People will be losing their mind. Hey, man, I really wanted to get to 100 likes before the 1 hour part. We got like 55 seconds left. Can we get 3 likes in 55 seconds? Can we do it? Can I get 3 likes in these last 45 seconds? 2 likes in 45 seconds before we hit that hour mark. This how you believe. This how you bam. See, I couldn't even get it all the way out. This how you use faith. I didn't know if I was gonna get it, but I believed I was gonna get it. Appreciate y'all. God dog it. Alyssa, man, my bad. You forgot to send me the economic blueprint track. Now again, the instrumental or the whole song? Refresh my memory. Will from Within said fasting can reset your brain chemistry, but you got to push through the illusion of hunger. Man, Will, boy, you dropping bombs. You know, it's funny you said that because right before I got on, I saw this picture on Facebook. They had this man, there's a before and after. He had 1 foot. This hand represents his foot. And his foot looked jacked up. It had all kind of crap on it. It was jacked up. His foot was bad. Then they had a split screen, and on the other side was his same foot, and it was healed. And the caption was stating how the man had diabetes and he was in danger of them amputating his foot. So what he did, he fasted. He decided to go into what is viewed as being abnormal, because fasting ain't normal in today's world. It's not normal. You tell somebody, hey man, you should fast. You should probably try to go a day or so without eating. What? They think you crazy. So the man fasted. He went without food and water. I don't know how he did the water part, but he went without food and water, and his foot started to heal. And when his foot started, you would see the difference, see the transformation. So now he was not in danger of having his foot amputated, because when he fasted, just like you said, the body reset. His body was now able to address the issue that was putting him in jeopardy of losing his foot, instead of having to constantly take attention off of healing. The body heals itself. The body had to take attention off of healing because we always put more junk into it. So you already got diabetes. You're already sick. You're already constipated. You're already jacked up and dehydrated, and already got high blood pressure. But you're steady eating pork chops. You're steady eating candy. You're steady doing all this extra stuff. You're drinking and smoking and all this extra stuff. Now your body has to stop paying attention to the immediate health issue, and now I got to run over here and try to fight off this alcohol you've been putting in your body every night this week. So that's a great point, but it takes a level of discipline to fast, because as you know, if you're a person who understands fasting, it's not hard. It's basic. It's not hard to understand. Fasting is the self-denial of natural things that your body needs. Your body needs food. Your body needs water. But we just got through talking about how the world ain't normal, but we think it is, and everything is poisoned. So to give your body some time to reset, to flush out, to fight off, give me some time. Your body's like, dude, quit pouring stuff into me. Give me some time to fight off what's already going on. Picture yourself in a fight, and you fighting one dude, and that dude can fight, but you getting the handle on him. You catch it. Okay, I got this fight under control. Then all of a sudden, another dude come in and start swinging on you. Now you fighting him. And then you kind of get control. You whooping both the dudes now. Then a third dude come in. Now you got to fight him at the same time. This is your body. Give your body time to fight the big fight. You're not going to die if you go 24 hours without eating. But what's been made normal? You got to eat 3 square meals a day. They made that normal. They made that law. in your mind. They've made that they've turned that thought process into bad religion. We have food religion. What is your food religion? My food religion is I was taught to eat 3 meals a day, and I might even eat snacks in between. That's my religion. No, man, you don't have to eat 3 times a day. Yes, I do. Why? They told me I did. Who is they? See? You don't know the science of your own body. You need to eat 3 times a day. You're supposed to, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Says who? Them. Who are them? It's been made normal. Man, I gotta eat breakfast, I gotta eat lunch. No, you don't. You absolutely don't. Got to give your body time to fight, man. Some people have conditions where it's a little tougher for them. I understand that. And I ain't talking like I'm no expert on the subject, nor would I try to advise nobody who's having other issues. But I'm speaking in terms of those who are not or may not be and are making excuses because they don't want to implement any type of self-discipline. You don't want to fight at all. And you don't listen until them folks down at the hospitals, then they tell you, well, man, you don't stop doing this. You don't stop eating this, man. It's going to happen. This is going to happen. You have to cut you and then you stop. But we don't care anything about what's called preventative maintenance. You're supposed to change your oil. Don't nothing got to be wrong with your car to get it serviced. Car's running fine, but they still encourage you to get it serviced. Hey, man, go check your fluids. Make sure you're good. Make sure, hey, man, see, let me put the dipstick in. Oh, you're okay. All right, you're good. That's how you should do your body. I feel great. Okay, go make sure you're good. Nah, forget that. We're going to wait till we take me to the hospital. Elijah Muhammad said, eat once a day. Absolutely. Alyssa. Wisest words spoken, man. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds to people who are indoctrinated into westernized way of thinking, 3 meals a day, snacks in between, eat what you want to eat? You know how ridiculous that sounds to them? Man, 1 time a day, man, how you eat 1 time? Man, you're going to die. No, you ain't. You're going to die if you keep eating 3 meals a day, especially the stuff that we eat. Will says one of the hardest part about fasting is taking another person's word for it in a world filled with liars. Well, the thing is, our brains are wired backwards. because we'll take the liar's word for it every time. That's why we argue with ignorant people a lot. And you got to catch yourself, because if you know something that you know somebody else totally doesn't know, but they like to talk like they do know. So now you're caught in that space between your obligation to teach them the truth, and you're caught in, and on the other side is your mind of going, I'm not even gonna waste my time with this idiot. See? So people will listen to the nonsense. We take nonsense quicker than we take truth, because we live in a world where truth has made to look stupid. So you tell a truth, you express something that is a truth and a fact, and because it's not heard of before, because people have never heard this before, it's foreign to them, they looking at you like you stupid. They have no knowledge of what you're talking about, haven't checked it out, didn't even say, well, I don't really believe that, but let me look into that. They just automatically know it's wrong. But the minute somebody come along and say, well, y'all, man, if you scrape off some pig pus, rub it across your tongue, you'll live longer. All that got to happen is the right platform say it. All you got to do is see it on the right platform. Then it automatically becomes the truth in their mind. We backwards. And our version of study and research is a YouTube short. That's why you catch yourself from time to time, because you know when people ain't really studying and researching. Watch 8 YouTube shorts and you studying. You saw a TikTok video that went viral. Oh, it got 2 million views on TikTok. Must be true. Appreciate the love, Gavin. It's all good. And that's not to say it's not things on YouTube, and it's a lot. I watch YouTube videos and learn stuff, but you don't stop at the video. You watch the video, and then you try to prove it wrong. See, we should try to prove things that we believe wrong in order to bolster your belief. If I hear something that sounds good to me, I need to try to figure out how to prove this to be wrong, even though I feel like it's true. I got to try my best to prove it to be wrong. So that way, when I can't prove it to be wrong, I can properly defend it. We all need to do that. Me, you, everybody. We got to get better at that. Myself included. We think the abnormal is normal. We've been made to feel that way. Is that yeasty love? I'm healing a stomach ulcer caused by stress, not diet. Yeah, that's some serious stress. Fasting is less painful than trying to digest nasty food. Yeah, man. And you gotta remove yourself from stressful situations, bro. Don't allow people. See, stress is allowing yourself to let other people impose their negativity on your mentality. So now their negativity weighs on your mentality. That's what stress. So if somebody or something, because it don't necessarily have to be a person that's stressing you out. It could be a job. It could be a situation. But if it's a person, man, you got to remove yourself from that person. Don't let nobody stress. Put enough value on yourself to I'm not going to let you stress me out. I'm not going to let you stress me out. Eliminate them from your life. Cut them off. Cut them off. And watch this part. I don't care who it is. Well, no, man, that's my son, and I don't care who it is. If they don't care about you enough to not impose that stress on you, then you need to care about yourself enough to get rid of them. Azazel says depression causes a lot of people to eat a lot too. Yeah, no doubt. Depression, stress, but you got to have the discipline though. You got to discipline yourself. We understand. But let me say this: we have to discipline ourselves. I don't want to make it up like I'm talking to y'all like I got it all figured out together. We all in the same boat. Trust and believe. Jesus said, "It's not what goes into a man that defileth him, but what comes out." Yeah, but that has some spiritual meaning to it. But from a physical standpoint, brother, what goes into you can defile you. If you around there eating pork chops and chitlins and hog maws and drinking and smoking all the freaking time, that's something it's going to defile you, bro. This is real life. This ain't spookism. That's just the reality. Individual G, we should eat to live, not live to eat. Harlan says, what is your number one? I think you're saying meal a day. What are you going to eat more time? Well, me, it's going to probably be fish. I'm always eat some salmon. Probably 2, 3, 4 times a week. It's going to be some salmon on my plate. But don't get me wrong, I get out of pocket sometimes. I eat some crap I ain't supposed to eat. Now, you're not going to never see me eating no pig. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. But yeah, I try to eat some good fish. But of course, it's times where I get out of pocket and I might eat some pasta or some processed crap I shouldn't be eating. You just try to balance it off the best you can. Oh, and junk food. Hold on, that sweets. Sweets. All right, let me see. Occasional bat wings every now and then. Nah, we know who eats the bat wings, Dollar Bill. We ain't seen her in a while. We got to check on the bat wing queen. Well seasoned bat wings, sauteed bat wings, seasoned to perfection. Shout out to D Razor for the donation, man. I appreciate you, D Razor, always showing that love. Say you got 5 on that turkey sandwich. D Razor, my brother. Human meat hamburgers. Oh man. Jason Barrett says bean pie. Yeah, man. Good old bean pie. Can't go wrong with a bean pie, man. And see, that's the beauty of it, because when I eat cake, I know that the cake ain't got nothing good for me in there. But when I eat that bean pie, I know for a fact it's something in there that's good for me. That's them navy beans. That's them navy beans, man. Will from within, I appreciate the 10. 10 to get you in, my friend. I appreciate the love, Will. Thank you so much, man, for your participation, your donation, and your information. Nothing but love, man. Grandmaster Rodimus, I have no intentions of being here for a long time. I've actually been here long enough. Facts. Not necessarily facts. See, that may be in your mind, but see, the thing is, only God puts the period on our sentence. So sometimes life may make you just be feeling dissatisfied, like, man, I don't want to be here no more. And if you go to that extreme, but I pray that you find what you're missing, homie, because I like when I come on my live stream and I see Grandmaster Rodimus on here, man, and Magneticus Attracticus and Phantom Face Final, man. You got one of them names. So, you don't know what your purpose is for being here and whose life you're here to affect and change for the better and help, man. Vincent said the other day he ate at Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken, man. Love that chicken from Popeye. We love that chicken from Popeye, but do that chicken from Popeyes love us? Back when I ate chicken, Popeye, this how long ago since I last had chicken. Popeyes had a 5-piece for $2.99 back in the day. I don't know how much a 5-piece would cost today, but they used to have a 5-piece for $2.99 back in the days at Popeyes. But we got to be careful with them fast food places, man. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna say it straight up. We don't got to be careful. We got to leave them alone. We got to cut them loose. We got to stop eating that stuff, man. Juan Tazuma says time is subjective, an illusion. Wisdom is true metric of age. Is time really an illusion? I'm asking a question. I got a song that's getting ready to come out on my next album called Time. So I think it's going to be interesting when y'all hear that song, because I touched on a lot of stuff. It's already written and done. But is time really the illusion? Because time is just constant. But the people who exist within the time, those are the illusions. To me, those are the fading entities. We live within time for a period of time. You exist for a period of time, but the time keeps moving whether you in it or not. The time was here before you got there, and it'll be that there after you was gone. And it was here while you was here. That's just my thing. Yeah, I got a song called Time. Y'all gonna hear it. Okay, end of cadence. That's what's up. I'm sure there's a bunch of people with songs called Time. Ain't nothing new under the sun. What's up, Michelle Woods? I got a song called Cloud of Smoke, and it's touching on time and touching on what Michelle is saying. Michelle says that's why I don't believe in age. Well, I believe in marking your time on the planet. The amount of time you've existed on the planet, I believe in marking that. Now we can argue about calendars and things of that nature in different parts of the world and all that, but and age and aging, because even if you don't believe in age, we can't deny aging. All you gotta do is look at a picture of yourself 30 years ago and look at yourself now. For the most part, you see differences. Some people take care of themselves. It's not much difference. Some people are unrecognizable. Okay, well, indicators, you got to go listen to some of my music, man. But I appreciate that. He said, I'm really a fan of the live stream. Hey, man, that means a lot. Mostly everybody here is here for the music. The music brought them to this aspect of me. And I appreciate that, definitely. But sometimes people come on here that don't know me at all. They don't know nothing about my music and nothing. They don't know what I do. They don't know none of that history. And they just like the live stream for your big brother. So I appreciate that. Yeah. Jimmy said, I'm glad I'm still recognizable. I know that's right. All y'all got to do is go to y'all class reunion. All you got to do is go to your class reunion. Now, your 10-year reunion, everybody might be still kind. Now, it's some people that probably have just fell off bad in 10 years from graduation. It start getting real around that 20-year reunion. Some of y'all might not be old enough to make it to that. Y'all haven't got to the 20-year yet. But when you get to that 30-year reunion, whoo, boy, you see it then. I've never been to any of my class reunions, but I'm saying in general, class reunions are how you gauge how people have aged. It's like, wow, she was the homecoming queen. Like, wow, he was Mr. whatever school you went to. Like, now that boy built like, man. Dog Walk, do you remember Quaz at your showcase in 2014? I know we was doing showcases around that time, but that name don't stand out. That's you Quaz? Connie says, I didn't know you. Someone referred me to check you out, and I'm glad he did. I enjoy the info. Oh, I appreciate. See, Connie, another one. See, man. Come on, man. I appreciate that. Grandmaster Rodiman says, I'm 50, and some of these chicks that were fine as hell are super busted now on some old Quasimodo. Yeah, because, again, the present dictates the future. Plain and simple. What you do today directly affects what will be tomorrow. And nothing is more true. That statement is not more true in the form of your physical self, taking care of yourself. So when you young and in your prime and you strong as a dude, you fine as a woman, you in your prime, you just fine by accident. Wake up, oh yeah, look a little tight and fit. You eating everything you want to eat, living how you drinking how you want to drink, partying, doing whatever you do. because you are functioning strictly off of youth, metabolism, being in your 20s. But over time, it starts to accumulate. It starts to catch up. You're not as active as you once were, maybe. Your metabolism slowed down and it catches up. So now you start to go horizontal. You start to notice that little side fat. Ooh, I ain't never had this. Start to notice a little neck action going on. Yep. You're losing your hair. You're drinking a lot, so now your skin is starting to become affected because your body is starting to become toxic. You drank too much, so you're getting darker around your skin, eyes, and your things like that. That was a long time ago, though, dog walk. Okay. You say he rapped first. Oh man, there's no way I'm gonna remember that far back. Okay, so he shut it down. Okay, yeah, send me the video. Okay, cool. He's still doing it? Yeah. Michelle says when women lose their hormones, that can really affect everything. Wow. Okay, educate me on something I don't know about. Ernie G, freestyle challenge. Or drop a track together. I have more albums than any other rapper. Is that true? I be thinking I do sometimes, but I don't know if I do. It's always somebody come out the woodworks and say, oh, well, no, such and such got 89 albums. Oh, no, this guy has 250 albums. Phantom Face says he still has the highest metabolism in the world at 46. You're doing something right, man. You saw me in the cleanup band video? There's one thing missing. It's one thing missing from me in that video to now. And that's a hairline. I used to have hair and a hairline going right across. It's all over. It's all over. Appreciate the love, Connie. Man, appreciate that end of cadence. Marcus Hamilton, my brother. Okay. How you know, Marcus? I need to know, because if you can prove I do, I'm gonna start bragging on it. So where'd you get? What's your sources? If you can prove that's true, Marcus? I'm gonna start bragging. I'm gonna be talking. Y'all gonna hear me talking cash. I mean, man, ain't nobody got more albums than me. I already feel like that, but I don't know for a fact. I can't prove it. Jason Barrett, thank you for the love, Jason. I appreciate the super chat, man. Jason Barrett, I appreciate the love, man. Jason be sliding through, dropping in, showing love. It's not unnoticed, homie, at all. Well, don't get so caught up in these lives that y'all don't support the music, man. My stuff is on all the platforms, all the streaming platforms. I don't feel like naming them right now, so go purchase some K-Rino music tonight. Working on getting another website active where y'all can get physicals. But in the meantime, man, go to iTunes, go to Spotify, go to all the different sites and purchase some music. New album coming soon. We working on it. Appreciate you, Connie. I'm trying. Not yet, Cadence. We still recording. Ernie, I want to put out a CD with you. I think we can make. Hey, man. I'm a businessman. I charge for this type of stuff. We can work, but we got to work. Azazel says, have you ever blocked anybody in here for acting a fool? Yeah, a few times. For the most part, man, our community is pretty solid. But you know, you go, who was on here that night? Who in here now was in that chat? I did a live stream a few weeks ago, and there were about 5, 6 different trolls in here. I never had that many trolls at one time. Somebody that's in here now got to remember that night. It was like weird. It was like troll apocalypse. They was everywhere. But it's very rare when I have people that come in and act a fool. But you know, and even then when they come in on some weird stuff, I give them a little rope to try to correct it. You know, I don't just blast them out because, you know, maybe they may not know, but I try to give them a little rope. And if they don't act right after I kind of try to talk to them a little bit, then I got to get rid of them. Cause I don't want people to be like that. I don't like to see grown men, and it don't be no women trolls. I've never had any women trolls. It's usually grown men, grown, childish, immature dudes who are in their 30s, maybe 20s, which is still too old, possibly 40s. These are older grown men who come into your live streams giggling and playing, kikiing and typing in silly, stupid stuff like they 8 years old. These are grown men. And that's always my emphasis, because I can't believe that grown men are still that silly. But it don't happen a lot. But even then, I try to make them understand, and they look, man, bro, look, we don't do that here. I mean, we try to have serious conversation and still try to have a little fun and at the same time. But when you come in acting like a 4-year-old, then, you know, come on, man. That you should be embarrassed. Was you in there that night, Dollar Bill, when that happened? It's like 4 of them. Harlan, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through. Number love. Straight up. Peace and hair grease. Even when you ain't got no hair in the least. This is my email address, y'all. So I've been had this email address since the internet was invented. So yeah. My cutoff game pretty strong too, I ain't gonna lie. Philip K. Diamond Star. Diamond Star says, I know you popped up for me after years. What, my lives? I just popped up out the blue, out of left field? Y'all got to check y'all, what you call them, notifications and subscribing button and all that, because they be, I still say, I'm just contended in, they be doing stuff to my little blast. The silencer. Appreciate that. Well, we're building up the mailing list for the new project. I mean, the contact list. So if you want to be on the contact list to be notified when a new project comes out, y'all send me an email. That's my email. I've got a few of y'all already. So y'all are already added. But anybody want to, hey man, when the album come up for pre-order, y'all want to know. If we talk about physical copies now, physical copies. We might even do USBs for people who might not want to do the CD thing, but physical copies, man. When I read Eternal Gloam, if I sent it via, what is Eternal Gloam? What is that? Man, hold on, Kevin. Let me give you a salute real quick. See, I'm going to tell y'all something about Kevin Robinson Jr., man. He always showing love to the podcast. This dude is always showing love to the podcast, man. And I appreciate that, Kevin. He said the Chris Ward interview was dope. All this stuff we talking, I forgot to even mention the Underground Dialogue podcast. Latest episode is out. It dropped Wednesday. Chris Ward, man, one of H-Town's finest. He been off the scene for a while. Agreed to come sit down with his big brother just out of love. He don't even do interviews. Y'all go to the Underground Dialogue podcast when we get off of here and watch the Chris Ward interview. It don't matter. You may never heard of Chris Ward before, but guess what? You heard him. And some of the dopest artists to come out the city, they love and respect him. But you don't have to know somebody to get game from them. Man, come on, Kevin. I appreciate that, man. Tiger Loco 24. I remember K. Ruger. He passed away, right? D. Razor, Yellowstone Ward. That's right. Yeah, I remember K. Ruger, man. Vincent always watching. Shout out to you, Vince. Well, I'm not talking about the sports podcast. You think about our sports podcast, which happens to be called Legends 34. No, this is not the sports podcast, even though if you are a sports fan, we need you to subscribe to that too. We Houston-centric on that one, though. I'm just letting y'all know right now. But if we talk about the Underground Dialogue, that's not the sports podcast. Is Dopey and Egypt the same person? No, two different people. Praying for you, Boo Berry Jackson. The album that Nip made that got banned. Gangsta Nip. What's up, boss lady? I see you. I ain't know you slid up in here. You say the album that Nip made that got banned. I don't remember Nip making an album that got banned. Hey man, y'all do the research. No, I never worked with K. Ruger before. Y'all do the research, man. I want y'all to find out who got the most albums, what rapper got the most albums in hip hop history. Who is the oldest person in the SPC? That's a good question. It would have been Wicked Cricket before he passed away. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Hey man, y'all starting to make me believe it's me. Okay. I told y'all we got some features on this. Now the project I'm doing with Tragic in Canada, It's almost done, about to drop as well. We'll tell you I'm gonna hit y'all with about 3 this year. We got some cool features on this project though. Y'all know your brother don't do a lot of features. But Tragic be pulling me into the feature game, you know. It's like, so on the Path of Destruction album, which is the collaborative album I did with my brother Tragic in Canada. We got Devin the Dude on the album. That's my homie, so, you know. We got Devin on the album. We got Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs will be on the album. I see you, K2 off the record. We got X-Rated from Strange Music. X-Rated will be on the album. Got some cool features on the album, man. So y'all stay tuned. Be looking for that. Okay, Marcus, I'm gonna take your word for it, man. Oh, wait a minute. Will from Within says Chat GPT says Cool Keith got 50 albums. I got more than 50. I know I got more than 50. I have more than 50 albums. I know that for a fact. I don't know the exact number. I don't know the number exact, but I got more than 50, and that's a fact. Yeah. Man, look. Hold on. Here comes Said. Said. I got the most in rap history. Hold on, man. Y'all, how y'all know though, man? See, I want to be able to pop my collar and say I do, but y'all got to show me how you verifying this, because that's what people gonna say. I don't like to not have the facts to back up the statement. So if I say, yeah, man, I got the most albums of any rapper in rap history, then somebody say, how do you know? I go, I don't know. Let me get back to you. I need to know, man. Who got 58? Phantom Face? Me or somebody else? I got your boss lady. You already know. You already know, sis. It's all love. I need to know, man. Yeah, okay. One to Zuma. Okay, all right, man. Y'all, hey man, y'all don't have me out here looking crazy. When I start talking my talk, and then somebody get on their phone and say, well, hold on, wait a minute. MC Bubblicious got 78 albums. What do you have to say about that? And I'll be like, man. Yeah. Uh-oh, hold on. NK Reds done jumped in the game. Man. See, this is what y'all got to understand. If I can truthfully make the claim that I have more albums than any rapper, I ain't talking about gimmick albums. I ain't talking about rigged up stuff. I ain't talking about recycled. I'm talking about actual albums. If I can make that claim, do you know what that does for my place in history? So that would mean a lot. Can you dig it? Dog Walk says Annihilation, the Evil Machine is the coldest song ever made. Appreciate that, man. Okay, Phantom Face. See, now that's a different. See, I pose that argument all the time. When you start having the quantity versus quality argument, I want both. Because yeah, you're right, Phantom Face. A lot of people can put out a bunch of albums, but the level, the consistency level, that's where I hang my hat at. Now, let me see. Who is Buckethead? Buckethead got 662 albums. He putting one song on each album. What are you doing? Man. Merzbow has 431, but in Japan. Man, what kind of albums are these though, bro? Because you talking about, man, to me, an album, it gotta have 10 songs minimum at least on it. And it can't be no recycled stuff, man. You're just saying anything. So if you got 600 albums, I need to hear what you talk. Are they totally different? See? Lil Kiki, how many albums Lil Kiki got? I don't think Kiki got more albums than me. Kiki got a lot. Kiki got a hell of a body of work, but I don't think he has more albums than me. Kiki never stopped. I I hate when rappers stop. It bothers me. Is that Enamandum X? How was it working with cannabis and will you guys work again? We working now. Haha. Shout out to Marco Polo. We working now. We got some stuff for to come out. Righteous by Nature is in here. Bob is in here. Yeah, Dollar Bill. I've been slowing up a little bit, man. We might not see a 4-piece, 5-piece no more, but I might 2 or 3 of these bars at some point. You keep sending me beats like you've been sending me. You never know. That one you and Scumbag did, ooh, and the one you sent me tonight, ooh, I start writing instantly, bro. The song is right here. It's in front of me right now. It's not finished, but I started writing instantly. When you hear a beat that automatically makes you start writing to it, that's crazy. The silencer says, yes, you can make the claim. Also, you're already in history, though the claim would be the amount of creativity bars. I mean, come on. Man, I love y'all, man. Come on, man. Screw don't count. Screw is a DJ, see? Screw making mixtapes. I mean, he's making mix, you know. We talking about rappers. Shout out to my brother DJ Screw, one of the realest ever. Shout out to West Coast Cam. Love him. Someone named Sun Ra has 100 full-length albums, 10 plus songs on each, and considered to have had the most prolific career of the 20th century. Okay, well, hey, if Sun Ra got 100 albums, I can't. I'm not touching that. He got it. He got it. Sun Ra. Okay, with a name like that, I can believe it. That's powerful. many of which are for, hold on, update. We're going to have to check this out. We're going to have to settle this once and for all, man. We're going to have to see who got the most. Well, am I at least in the top 5? Wow. Am I at least in the top 5? Okay, there you go, Phantom Face. Yeah. Phantom Face say no compilations, no mixtapes, no greatest hits. Yeah. They be trying to cheat. Re-release. I put this out about 5 years ago. Now this is the re-release. This counts as another album. No, it don't. No. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that, man. Erica, who you hope who find the right K-Rino song for her? Who? Who you talking about? Customize 999. I see you. Who looking for the right K-Rino song? Who's looking? Let me see if I can help. No digitally remastered. Yeah, they be trying to cheat, man. They trying to cheat. I've done re-releases before, but I don't count those. I re-release Stories from the Black Book. I didn't count that as a new release. That don't count. That's the same album. Cheating, man. D Reed's big sister. I mean, what kind of music is she into? Have any of my songs been on a movie or video game? Not video game, but yeah, we've had a couple on movies before. But I got 2 songs coming out on the soundtrack. Brand new movie getting ready to drop. The songs are on YouTube. If y'all want to hear the songs that I got getting ready to drop on the upcoming movie, it's called Return of the Mac. That's the name of the movie. Those are the 2 songs. Oh, Lil Wayne, she says she thinks Lil Wayne is better than you. I mean, you can't argue. That's her opinion. I never argue with a person's opinion because we don't know the effect that Lil Wayne has had on her. It's like it's people that can't tell me nothing about certain artists. It's like I don't care who comes out, who's new, who's popping, who did this, who did that. It's certain people that they'll never be able to overtake, in my view. So it's a whole lot worse artists that she could have picked over me than Lil Wayne. So I ain't got nothing but respect. I gotta respect that. Yeah. Wayne been doing his thing a long time, and Wayne got longevity too. Wayne got longevity. It ain't no new dude, you know what I'm saying? You talk about a dude that's 20-something years in this thing since he was a youngster. D. Reed said, I'm gonna put on more this weekend. I appreciate that. Keep working on it though. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? Jesse, we coming to Denver this year. We'll be in your city. Man, thank you, D. D. Reed got his big brother back. Yeah, I rock with Wayne. Man. Yeah, we coming to Denver in June. So y'all get ready. Spread the word. Bring the whole crew. Yeah. Y'all drop y'all locations, man. Let me shout y'all out. and Nominandum X starting getting the ball rolling. New York City in the building. Man, I ain't been to Mississippi in a while, man. Somebody need to make it happen. It's all good, boss lady. You know we be in the H. You gonna see us in Houston. Jesse Parrish is in Denver. NK Reds is in California. Connie is in San Diego. I see California representing. Derek Gibson in Memphis. Marcus Hamilton in Memphis. Okay, we got California, Memphis representing hard. Thank you, Vince. Vince said, when I heard your music, most rappers I found lacking. Thank you, Vince. Dog Walk, West U. Erica's in Beaumont. Customized in Jackson. Diamond Star is in Dallas. Let me see. Any features on your new album? You know how I normally do it, dollar. If I have features on this new project, it's gonna be SPC. It's gonna be SPC. Yeah. So yeah, it'll probably be some SPC cats on there. Yeah. Cool G Rap. Azazel, New York City. You're a native New Yorker. Bry is in Ontario, Canada. Yeah, man. Okay. Next time you come to Austin, I'm there. Yeah, we tried to get down in Austin. I told that story. We ain't even go into that, but yeah, we'll be back. Phantom Faces in Columbus, the 614, Vincent in Hawaii, Tigers in Hockley, Texas. Montezuma, much love from Salem, Oregon. Wow. I was born in Mexico, but American at heart. Grandmaster is in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I'll be in Detroit in June too. Grandmaster, how far are you from Detroit, man? Maybe we can link up when I get out there. D. Race in Heim Clark. Hard hitting Heim Clark. Bone hard Heim Clark. The Silencer is in North Carolina. Kevin Robinson is in Louisville, Kentucky. Jimmy is in Anniston, Alabama. Demetrius represent for Chicago all day, every day. Will from Within is in Arlington, Texas. Dog Walk by the Dome. Okay, yeah. Yep, if you on Pluto, it is cold. You're a bad man. Righteous by Nature's in the O. Oakland, California. Cali representing hard, man. Yeah, man. Can y'all come to Fifth Ward and perform at Father Time? Shout out to my homie Father Time, man. He got the spot out there. I've been up there a couple times. Have you ever toured to Oregon? I did a show in Portland. A few years back. You 45 minutes from the D. I'll be in Detroit in June. I'll holler at you. Murder One be putting it down. Murder One don't be doing nothing, man. Murder One don't be doing nothing, man. Dollar Bill, I ain't know you was from Detroit, Dollar. Come on, man. You learn something new every day. Man, I didn't know that. JD, what's going on? Bob says, what's that, from Tennessee to Cali? Man, you a world traveler now in Dayton, Ohio. You can't stay still, huh? Okay, Christian rap, HTX. I'll go anywhere if I'm booked. Jeremiah, what's going on, Jeremiah? It's a blessing that you've done this for years. Blessing talks of wisdom and experience. Man, I appreciate you, man. It's a blessing that you've been rocking with us for years, man. Thank you so much. Y'all go get all the K-Rino music on all the platforms. Yeah, yeah. I think I got more than 43 albums. All right, y'all. Much love. I need to holler that dollar bill, man. We got to get the website back popping again. So that way you can customize, you can get it from us direct. So we're gonna work on that. No question. All right, man. Much love to y'all. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace and hair grease.